Let's talk about the Rams. Now, I got all kinds of angles to this storyline. Rams don't have a lot of picks. They've got a 1. They don't own a second. They got a 3 and a 3 early on. So that's why the ranking is there at 26, 90, and 101. I think there's a trade coming. I think the Rams could trade both their thirds, get into the second round, and then address another need. Their primary need, I think, is cover corner. They're a little bit thin in that area. And at 26, where they draft, there should be corners there. Max Hairston from Kentucky has tested really well. He's not the top name cover corner, but he's done very well, combine, etc. He'll probably be there maybe at 26. Will Johnson of Michigan, really good player, but there's what appears to be a chronic knee issue that has plagued him 2 years in a row, and that's why his stock is kind of dropped down the board. I think the injury tag is going to be a negative for Will Johnson. Trey Amos out of Ole Miss. He could be a cornerback. He could be a safety. Big physical kid who can run. He should be there. And maybe the wild card is up front. Gray Zabel played at 1AA North Dakota State, and he stayed there. Everybody tried to recruit him to leave North Dakota State and go to the Big Ten. He stayed there. Really good football player. Has been a tackle, can play guard. A lot of people look at him as maybe being a center. So I think one of the Rams' picks is going to come from that collection of names. The other piece of the equation, if they trade both their thirds, and this could happen because Les Snead has made a lot of deals as general manager, they jump into the second round. They go into the second round, depending on whether it's real early in the second round or middle of the second round, maybe they get the quarterback of the future. I've been told they really like the projection and the growth potential of your guy, Jalen Milroe from Alabama.
Oh, nice.
So, again, Matthew Stafford is age 37. They really need to be thinking about going forward down road. And if Stafford plays 2 more years, which that's the projection, you'd have 2 years to grow Milroe into being a quarterback. And people have said Milroe could be the next coming of Lamar Jackson. He's not there yet, but Lamar Jackson was not a polished product either. When he came out of Louisville, it took Lamar Jackson 2 to 3 years to, quote, become a star, and now he's a megastar. So keep that in mind. If the Rams pull one of these trades off, and they got 2/3, which to some club out there in a good draft, 2/3 are pretty valuable. And I'm willing to give up a 2 to get 2 3s. So Rams, take one of these guys and then maybe make a trade and go get the quarterback of the future in the second round. And John Riley says,
Rams don't need no effing draft picks. Yeah, but Les Snead told us that, So,
but what happened last year? Last 2 drafts, they got 5 draft picks who are starters. Because Snead said, okay, we built this thing. We won a Super Bowl. Now we're collecting assets and draft picks. And look what he's done on the draft 2 years running. I mean, exceptional.
Exceptional. It's hard to argue with the Rams organization. You mentioned maybe Jalen Milroe going there, quarterback of the future. Is Stetson Bennett, is he just done?
Well, he hasn't had a chance to play, and he sat out one entire year with mental health issues. He's hardly ever played outside of a preseason game, and they're with him every day. So they must feel that he's hit his zenith, that this is all he's going to be, and all he's going to be is not good enough to be an NFL starting quarterback.
Interesting.
Maybe somebody's reliable backup guy, but the fact that they met with Milroe, and they've also met with Tyler Shock from Louisville, is obvious to me that they don't think that Stetson Bennett is an NFL-ready quarterback or be a difference maker at quarterback once Matthew Stafford's done.
Interesting how the game doesn't always translate for some of these guys, but he was a stud at Georgia.
Yeah, and he was an older player, too, playing at the collegiate level, but this is a huge jump from there to up here. And then he's got, obviously, the ancillary problems of confidence and mental health, et cetera, which is why he walked away from football for a whole year.
Wow. Interesting. All right, well, then here we go. I mean, the Rams, the Chargers.
You got an opinion, feel free. Fans Forum chat box is open. We are talking NFL football. We're dressed for this. Want you to join us, our draft day broadcast.